Have you ever tried to save an image only to realize it's downloaded as a WebP file? Yeah, we've all been there. You're expecting a JPEG or a PNG, but instead you get this unfamiliar format that your image editor can't even open. So what exactly is a WebP file, and why is it showing up everywhere online? WebP is an image format developed by Google, and it's been around for longer than you might think, as it was officially launched back in 2010. At the time, the internet was already dominated by JPEGs for photos, PNGs for transparent images, and maybe a few GIFs here and there. So why invent something new? Well, WebP was Google's answer to a problem they had. Image files were bloated and slow to load. WebP was designed to be a one-size-fits-all image format. It supports both lossy and lossless compression, meaning it can shrink images down a lot like JPEGs without completely destroying quality, or preserve more detail like PNGs if needed. And yes, it also supports transparency, just like PNG. It can even handle animation, like GIFs. So in theory, it's the best of all worlds. Small file sizes, decent quality, transparency, and even animation, all packed into one format. But here's where things get annoying, at least for us regular users. Most of the time, you don't notice when a website is using WebP. That's kind of the point. Shut up. The images look the same, but the site loads faster. But when you try to save that image, your device gives you a WebP file, and suddenly, it doesn't open in your image editor, or maybe you can't upload it to an app that only accepts JPEGs or PNGs. This is especially frustrating if you're working on something creative, like me editing this video. So, why is it everywhere now? The short answer is performance. WebP images are often 25 to 35% smaller than JPEGs of similar quality. And when a website has hundreds of images, this adds up quickly. Faster load times mean better search rankings and happier users. So like it or not, WebP is the new normal on the web. But why can't you open it in a lot of editors? Well, because most of them have only been built to support JPEG and PNG formats. Things are getting better with Photoshop beginning native support in 2022. Only took them 12 years. Great job, Adobe. And excluding Photoshop, many other places have recently started supporting WebP formats, like GIMP, Windows, and macOS. It is honestly sad how long it has taken for these apps to finally start supporting WebP, and many still don't, but that is expected to change in the coming years. Even though you can open WebP files in most apps today, a lot of people still hate the format. But why? Because WebP's reputation has already been damaged by years of being incompatible, inconvenient, and annoying to work with. Also, a lot of people use outdated versions of applications. So yeah, WebP might be faster, smaller, and technically better, but for a lot of us, it still just feels annoying. But now that support is finally catching up, maybe it's time we gave it a second chance. Or not, just convert it to a JPEG and move on with your life. Anyways, thanks for watching, I hope this helped. Please hit that like button and subscribe. It really means the world to me.